Hello, in this Kotlin programming video, I am going to show you a basic example of a class and an object. So Kotlin, like many other languages, supports object-oriented programming, so OOP, as well as functional programming. So object-oriented programming is based on essentially like the concept of real, objects and classes, real-time objects and classes. So for example, you know you're a car company, you make a car, you don't start from scratch every single time. You have like an overall layer. There's four wheels, and I guess some variants, but let's just say four wheels, x amount of doors, x amount of seats. It's going to have an engine, it's going to be able to accelerate, decelerate. It's going to have this. You don't start again and again. You essentially use a template, you make any little modifications to make it unique to what you want it for, but that's it. And that's what a class is. So a class, implementing a class is really simple outside of the main method. So before it, if we put the keyword class, now you name your class. So I'm going to call this car, and you put curly braces. In here, you put any variables that your class has and any functions. So let's start off with the variables. So I'm going to say var, and I'm going to say speed, and this is going to be an integer. So the speed is actually, I'll call this current speed, for example, current speed. This is an integer, and I'll initially set this as to 0. I'll say max speed is also an integer. I'll set this to 120. So yeah, the max speed of 120. I'll do var model, and this is going to be a string, and by default it'll just be an empty value, and that's it. You can go further and add more parameters, more information that you need, but this will suffice for what we need. So we're going to create some functions in here. So you put the keyword fun, then obviously you just create your function the normal way. So we're going to say, we are going to say change model. We'll call it set model, and we're going to pass in a model name. So we're going to call it M, and what is this moaning about? There we go. We're going to say model equals M. We are going to do fun set current speed. So we're just creating some basic setter methods, and we are going to say we're going to pass in speed, which is going to be an integer. Now we are going to say current speed equals speed. We're going to copy this because the max speed method will essentially be the same, just named differently. So set max speed, and we are setting, well, the max speed here. Okay, so that's pretty simple stuff. We'll go in more depth on different actual classes and the sort of different stuff you can do with them, but I'm just going to keep it simple for now. And if I create some of these, so now we're going to create some objects. An object is just like a variable of a class. So these are all variables. So if I say var, I'll call it car1 equals, and now you put the class name, which was car, open close bracket, and that's created. So if I do car1 dot, let's say if I do car1 dot what methods have we got? We have dot set model, and for the model I'm just going to put a manufacturer, so BMW, and I'll do car1 dot set max speed, and this is a very slow BMW at just 20, and we're going to print these values out. We're going to do print out car1. Oh, huh? Oh, what am I doing? I meant to print out the values, not the actual object. Car1 dot speed dot max speed, and I want to print out car1 dot model. Okay, so we get BMW, we get 20. My thinking, what's the benefit of this? Can we not just create a bunch of variables like this outside and save the hassle of having these methods? Yes, but now this is where it's going to be really cool. Maybe we're creating a game. We have multiple cars, so let's call this car2 equals car. And I'm going to do the same thing here. So print out car2's model and speed, but I'm not going to set the model and the max speed for car2, and let's see what we get. As you can see, we get BMW, we get 20, which is the model and the max speed for car1. Car2 has no model because by default it is an empty string, and car2 has a max speed, which is the default max speed, which is set to 220. So this is the benefit of it. They have their own unique properties. So any changes we make to car1 don't affect car2 and vice versa. So we could have 100 of these objects. It's like having variables. Why have one integer variable when we can have a million? No, I'm just joking. You always want to reduce the amount that you can have. But to make things easy, why have one variable to store everything and you're constantly trying to figure out, are you going to be overwriting something that you need later? When you can have a few extra variables, one variable might store one piece of data, another variable might store another piece of data. That's the benefit of classes and objects. Like I said, this is just the intro to a basic class and object example. I am going to cover a lot more from visibility to inheritance to constructors to all of that good stuff to really get your object-oriented programming game through the roof. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.